Welcome back to our channel. Today we bring you the inspiring story of Sri Gayatri Devi, the goddess of wisdom, knowledge and enlightenment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once upon a time, in the vast universe, the gods and sages realized that people needed guidance to live a life of truth, wisdom and virtue. To help humanity, the Supreme Lord created a divine goddess, Sri Gayatri Devi. She embodies the power of knowledge, the energy of the Vedas and the light that dispels ignorance. Sri Gayatri Devi has 5 faces, representing the 5 senses, and 10 hands, holding symbols of wisdom, courage and purity. She is adorned with a golden lotus, symbolizing spiritual enlightenment and liberation. She is seated on a throne, signifying her elevated status as the bestower of wisdom. And she rides a golden chariot drawn by 7 horses representing the 7 sacred texts of the Hindu scriptures. With her divine consort, Sri Ganesh, she embarked on a mission to spread knowledge and guide those seeking wisdom. In ancient times, when sages performed yajnas to maintain cosmic balance and harmony, they invoked Sri Gayatri Devi, the divine mother goddess, seeking her blessings. During these yajnas, the sages would chant the Gayatri mantra, which became known as one of the most powerful and sacred chants in Hinduism. The Gayatri mantra is a hymn addressed to the supreme reality, seeking enlightenment and liberation. It is a prayer to the divine source of all existence, asking for its blessings to illuminate our path. When recited with devotion and concentration, the Gayatri mantra is believed to bring peace, intelligence and spiritual strength to the chanter. It is considered a purifier that cleanses the mind, body and soul, setting one on the path of self-realization. They lived in an ashram deep within a forest, far from the distractions of the material world. For years, they studied ancient texts, seeking deeper understanding and wisdom. But there was one sage in particular who stood out among the rest. He was a young man with a burning desire to attain supreme knowledge and enlightenment. Day and night, he would meditate, trying to pierce the veil of ignorance that covered his true nature. Yet his mind remained restless, and he felt a deep sense of dissatisfaction within. One evening, after a particularly intense meditation session, the young sage sat by the sacred fire, his eyes closed in deep contemplation. Suddenly, he heard a gentle voice that seemed to emanate from the flames. "Why do you seek wisdom? If it is true knowledge you desire, then go beyond the limitations of your mind and senses." Startled by these words, the young sage opened his eyes and looked around, but he saw no one. Was it a trick of his tired mind? Or was it a message from the divine? As he pondered, the voice spoke again, saying, "I am the eternal goddess, the bestower of wisdom. I reside in the light of truth. To reach me, you must walk the path of devotion and self-discipline." Guided by this mysterious voice, the young sage left the ashram and ventured into the dense forest. He walked for many days, facing numerous obstacles and temptations along the way. But his resolve never wavered, and he pressed on with unwavering determination. Finally, he came across a clearing bathed in golden light. And there in the center stood a magnificent temple, its spire touching the heavens. Overwhelmed with joy, the sage prostrated himself before the temple and entered inside. To his amazement, the entire temple was made of pure gold, and intricate carvings of ancient wisdom adorned its walls. As he walked deeper into the temple, he saw a radiant glow emanating from the sanctum sanctorum. Drawn towards it, he approached the altar where a beautiful goddess sat in meditation. Her serene face radiated wisdom and compassion, and her eyes seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. As the young sage gazed upon her, he felt a sense of familiarity, as if he had known her for ages past. In that moment, he realized that this was no ordinary goddess. It was Sri Gayatri Devi herself, the embodiment of knowledge and enlightenment. Overwhelmed with devotion, he fell at her feet and prayed, "Oh, Goddess, I have sought you for so long, and now I am blessed to see your divine form. Grant me the wisdom to understand my true self and the courage to walk the path of righteousness." Sri Gayatri Devi, moved by his sincere devotion, turned her gentle gaze upon him and spoke in a voice that resonated with the music of the spheres. "You have walked a long and arduous path to reach me, young seeker. But know this, the journey is as important as the destination. For it is through the struggles and challenges that you have faced that you have become worthy of the knowledge I possess. Now, as a reward for your unwavering devotion and perseverance, I shall grant you the true knowledge you seek." With these words, Sri Gayatri Devi imparted ancient wisdom and esoteric knowledge to the young sage, opening his eyes to the hidden mysteries of the universe. She taught him about the nature of reality, the purpose of human existence and the path to enlightenment. The young sage listened with rapt attention, his heart overflowing with gratitude and wonder. After imparting her teachings, Sri Gayatri Devi revealed to the young sage that he was not just an ordinary man, but a divine soul, a spark of the supreme consciousness. She explained that his true nature was boundless wisdom and eternal bliss, and that all he had to do was recognize it within himself. With these profound revelations, the young sage's life was transformed. He realized that the wisdom he had sought for so long was not something to be found outside, but was already present within him. He returned to the ashram, not as a seeker, but as a realized master, sharing the wisdom and teachings of Sri Gayatri Devi with all who crossed his path. His life became a beacon of light, guiding countless souls towards truth and enlightenment. And so the legend of Sri Gayatri Devi, the goddess of wisdom and knowledge, continues to inspire seekers of truth to look within themselves and discover the infinite potential that lies dormant within their own hearts. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe to stay updated on our latest offerings. Thank you for watching.